Today, I want to talk about a subject that might make some people a bit uncomfortable, but it's important for us to understand how to know if a married woman is interested in you. I know that just thinking about it can seem strange, right? But sometimes, attraction happens even when it shouldn't. And before anything else, let me make it clear, we're not here to encourage anything wrong, okay? The goal is just to help you notice those signs, which can be quite discreet, but say more than you might imagine. It's possible that this has crossed your mind. Has a married woman ever given you more attention than usual? Or maybe you're in a situation that makes you think a little more. The signs we're going to discuss today aren't the most obvious. We'll delve into details that many people don't even notice. So, get ready, because what I'm about to share may change the way you view some conversations and behaviors. But pay attention, don't act without thinking, alright? It's just to help you stay more alert and prepared. Prolonged eye contact. One of the first signs that a married woman might be interested in you is the way she looks at you. It's not just that she looks, but how she does it. Everyone has heard the saying that the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? In this case, they can reveal hidden desires. If you notice that she maintains eye contact with you longer than usual, and her eyes seem brighter or more intense, it could be something to consider. This becomes even stronger if it happens when you're around other people, or even her husband. Her gaze can turn into a sort of silent conversation, a game that only the two of you understand. Eye contact is a powerful language, and when it's prolonged, it may be sending a clearer message than words. Hidden gestures of affection. Another sign that a married woman might be interested in you appears in the small affectionate gestures she makes. We're not talking about an obvious hug or touch, but those accidental touches that happen repeatedly. For example, a light touch on your arm while she's talking to you, or when your hands brush together when she hands you something, or even when she adjusts your tie. These gestures might seem trivial to anyone, but when they happen frequently, it's worth paying attention. She might be testing the limits, seeing how far she can go without anyone suspecting. It's her way of showing she wants to get closer, but without overstepping. And if these gestures occur when there are other people around, like in a meeting or at work, they could be signs that there's more than just friendship. Constant and out-of-place communication. When a married woman is interested in you, the way she communicates changes. It's not just that she sends messages or calls more often, it's that she does it at odd times that don't fit a normal friendship. For example, if she messages you late at night, outside the times you usually talk, or when she knows her husband is busy, that's a sign she's thinking about you more than she should. It's also worth paying attention to what she says. If she starts discussing personal matters, looks for excuses to chat, or keeps the conversation going longer than necessary, it shows her interest goes beyond being just a friend. This type of communication is her way of trying to get closer to you discreetly, without others noticing. If the messages become more frequent and intimate, it's a sign she's trying to create a stronger bond, even if she doesn't admit it. Excessive interest in your personal matters. A clear sign that a married woman might be interested in you is when she starts showing too much interest in your personal life. It's not common for someone in her situation to want to know so much about what you do outside of work or social outings. If she frequently asks about your plans, your relationships, or even how you're feeling, it shows her interest goes beyond simple politeness. Questions like, "How was your weekend? Did you go out with anyone?" Or "What do you do in your free time?" might seem normal, but the manner and frequency of these questions make a difference. If she wants to know details about your life that you wouldn't normally share with someone who isn't very close, she may be trying to connect with you on a deeper level. This exaggerated interest is a way for her to get emotionally closer, showing that you're on her mind more than she admits. Subtle comments about her marriage. A strong sign that a married woman might be interested in you is when she starts making subtle comments about her marriage. These observations aren't just random complaints or remarks made out of politeness. They carry emotional weight and often have an intention that goes beyond what seems apparent at first glance. When a woman says things like, "Sometimes I feel like he doesn't understand me," or "We don't have the same connection we used to," it could be an indirect way of showing you that something is missing in her life, especially in her relationship with her husband. These phrases suggest she's dissatisfied or emotionally or even physically lacking in her marriage. These comments can come up in conversations that seem casual at first. You might be discussing daily life, work, or any other topic, but suddenly she introduces these reflections about her life. This is where you should start paying attention. If she begins talking about her marriage more often, bringing up frustrations or feelings of disconnection, it can be a clear sign that she's looking for an emotional connection outside her current relationship. The interesting part is that these comments are rarely made to just anyone. When a married woman decides to share intimate and personal details about her marriage, she's trusting you in a way she wouldn't with just anyone. This shows she sees you as someone she can open up to, and often, this is the first step toward a deeper bond. She might be feeling vulnerable, and by sharing these frustrations, she's creating a space for emotional intimacy that could lead to something more. These types of confessions often come with a more serious tone or a different expression, as if she's expecting you to understand what's behind the words. She might be sending signals that she's unhappy or even disillusioned with her marriage, and these comments are often an attempt to get closer to you emotionally. By revealing this vulnerable side of her life, she may be seeking support, understanding, and possibly even an emotional escape. It's important to understand that these confessions are rarely innocent. They often carry a hidden intention, which could be the desire to create a deeper bond with you. When a woman starts sharing these more sensitive parts of her life, she's allowing you to see something her husband may not even be aware of. And that, in itself, can be a sign that she's considering the possibility of a more intimate connection with you. So, stay alert. These comments aren't just casual remarks, they might have an underlying intention. And even if you feel flattered or curious, remember that this type of situation involves many emotions and responsibilities. Before taking any action, it's essential to evaluate the consequences and what's at stake for everyone involved. So, here are 5 clear signs that a married woman might be interested in you. As we've seen, they aren't obvious signs, but small details that reveal her true intentions. Prolonged eye contact, small gestures of affection, communication at odd times, excessive interest in your personal life, and comments about her marriage are clues that, when combined, send a clear signal. But even if these signs may seem exciting or flattering, it's important to remember that they come with a lot of responsibility. A situation like this can be complicated for everyone involved. Before taking any action, think carefully about the consequences. Knowing these signs doesn't mean you have to act, it just means you have a clearer idea of what might be happening. Stay alert, but choose your actions wisely. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time.